Hi, my name is Pam Lobb. I'm one of the co-directors at Graven Studio, located on Queen Street West in Toronto. We're a studio gallery space. Each month we have a different exhibit in the studio and monthly workshops and artist residencies. We have a lot of printmaking equipment. In particular, we've acquired a lot of letterpress equipment. Today I'm going to be showing you our 1930 Golding press. Here we have vintage type and graphics that I've set. And I have them placed in a frame that is made of steel. And then within the frame we have pieces of wood that are called furniture. So to lock it into the press, it's kind of like a puzzle. You take all of the pieces of furniture and combined with these expanding wedges made of steel, you fit them together, and with just a bit of pressure, you tighten them. So that everything sits in the frame. So we'll be printing onto cotton rag paper. The cotton rag takes the impression. It's a nice soft pulpy paper, so when the letters come in contact, it'll take the impression nicely, versus if you were printing on, you can print on all kinds of papers, but if you print on a thin Japanese paper or a cardstock, you're going to want it to be a very flat impression, which is called a kiss impression, and on this one you can get a nice deep rich embossment. On the press we have an oil-based ink. It comes in big tins, and that just gets put on in a thin layer. And every time I pull the handle down, the disc rotates about an eighth, so it just distributes your ink for you. And after you've smoothed out your ink, then you can add the type. So the rollers just go over the surface of your image, and it applies a really even thin layer. So for this press, every time you pull down, then your paper presses against the inked type and creates a print. But the fun part of letterpress now is the embossment, and that's called a punch impression. So when you want to add more depth to your impression, you can just add more paper to the back, which is called packing. And then you'll get a deeper impression. And cleaning up with just blue shop towels. So even though we're using an oil-based ink, we try and stay away from solvents. We clean everything primarily with vegetable oil or baby oil, and then maybe using a tiny bit of cleaner to take off residue. So yeah, there's no need for masks and just gloves in the studio. It's also important in this space since to keep the toxicity low, because we have a lot of kids workshops. Also with the gallery half, we have to make sure that while the two things are happening at the same time, that we have people in viewing artwork, that we also have it as a comfortable place to be visiting without encountering chemicals. And yeah.